What's up? I don't. It's cold as shit. I'm about to try to get some. I'll be back in like 2 hours. I gotta go to Hartford. Cigarette, I'm gonna try to get some money. Yeah, I'll be back. Damn, it's cold. Trying to figure out how to do this again. Trying to find a link. Can't find a link, man, to let people up. Forgot how to do this. Man, I'm an idiot. How do I do this, man? Post comment. Nope, that ain't it. Oh, I see. Guest. Duh, right in my face. Because it's freezing out here. Man, it's cold. I'll put the camera, just talk, because I got to put my hands in my jacket. Somebody want to come up, so I don't got to just talk about nothing. Let's see who comes up in here. You could come up, Jamie, if you want, if you're still here. I need a topic to talk about anyway. I want to talk about that lost city. I put the picture in the description. We talk about whatever. But that lost, and I'm gonna make a video later on today about it, because some of them pictures, they just look I don't know, they're questionable, put it that way. The guy's name, but he supposedly found, there's this really good video I've been looking on YouTube about that lost city of Duito or some crazy name. Yeah, I should have had notes down, but I'm walking, so. But anyway, these guys lined the map up to China, today's map, and it's desert, where jungle used to be. And that's pretty interesting, how we lined the maps up. And now it's like this testing site for bombs. And one of them, I think it's the picture I put, or no, that ain't it. One of the pictures show, it looks like a NASA rocket. And it looks like they carved them into a tree. These little houses or huts or shaped rocket. And that's pretty interesting. My only question I have with those pictures are, I never forget that Hollywood is very good at what we call, I can't even think, man, so I have to shoot. The way they edit pictures. That could be a Hollywood stage. Those pictures, and then, but some of those creatures, or whatever you want to call them, they look kind of real to me, unless someone's really good at making. What the fuck, man? What's going on here? Take that away. Man, how did that happen? That's crazy. Gotta take that away. Boom. My bad, everyone. I don't know how that happened, but did. But what was I talking about? Yeah, man, they're good at rigging photos and all that stuff. I would like to think it isn't a rigged photo, but there's always that possibility. When the guy said gray aliens, I was like, here we go. Gray aliens from other planets, the guy said. I'm like, damn, don't people ever think, what if they're not aliens from another planet? People just take whatever's said and just roll with it. People should go check out Jamie's Madhouse channel. I was listening to one of his lives yesterday or last night, man. Topics they were bringing up are good topics, especially about the incident in September. I don't even like saying it because they'll spank me. It's sad that I can't say a simple event that happened that was my new word, rigged event. I gotta stop going live so early, man. I forget people don't be up like me. It's like fucking 28 degrees out here. That whole 911 incident. They were talking about building 4. I forgot what building 4 was, man. Truthfully. I know something suspicious about number 7. I think that's where they had. The lady in the comments mentioned an accelerator, particle accelerator. And I seen some guy that had one, and it bent steel like clay. The steel beam looked like it was a piece of clay. It just bent in half. Bloody shooting. But something disintegrated that buildings. And there's people that I know that believe they found one of the hijackers' IDs. And I'm like, how's that possible? When you couldn't find a desk, a doorknob, a piece of the plane, so-called, that wasn't even there. That's why you can't find any pieces of the plane, because there was none. My thing is, there's many reasons why they did that. And I think it was to cover stuff up too, and take all that gold. People want to change the subject, y'all welcome to come up. The stream, anyone wants to come up, and that's fine. You don't have to. I'd rather other people talk than me, but I'll keep talking. If it entertains your ears. I can remember watching that event like it was yesterday. I was working third shift at Target. That's when Target first started their stores back in 2001. My friend had woke me up and said, "We're under attack." What are you talking about? Huh. And then at that point, watching that all go down, I thought for sure, A, we were under attack, and B, they had definitely amped up my fear. With that event. It's been, what, 20 years since that happened? Surprised they're not trying to pull something else and blame Mr. Putin. They probably will. And once again, people won't. They'll fall right into the trap. Oh, man. Coffee spilling. Hopefully they don't do another event. I titled this video "The Community" because I thought somebody would come through. Once again, I got booted out. The fuck? Can anyone still hear me? For some reason, it keeps changing my damn picture. Anyway, it keeps booting me out of here for some stupid reason. It's like somebody's in my phone, but they're not. Here goes this guy. Let's see if he asks me for change like the other guy. You got a cigarette? Is it going to be a cigarette or change? Oof. Man, it's too cold. Whew. Just four. Easy. Winter is definitely here. I said winter is definitely here. I'm tired of this cold weather. I gotta move to an island or something. Huh?
When I was very new in USA, I was in Texas, and there was minus 10 Celsius, like or almost 19 or 20.
Damn. Below zero?
That was my first winters. Very cold winter.
Why, you're closer to the desert? Where you from?
No, I am from Pakistan.
Yeah, that's like desert, right?
It's not like desert. It's like, have you been to Houston?
Yeah.
Texas?
Well, I've never been there, but I know what it looks like.
It's just like that. It's a south of, it's a south city of in this country. In the very south. See, we have a sea there.
It's beautiful in Pakistan.
Yeah.
I want to go there.
We have a beach there, just like this Morris Beach. We have a beach like this, right from there. But it's not that type of cold. It's not too cold.
That's where I need a place that's not cold.
Yeah, Houston City, Texas. It's just like my city, Karachi.
They got good weather in Houston.
Yeah, the same weather.
Have a good day. You got a lighter?
Yes.
I have one, but no, I don't. I just spent my last bit of money. This don't work. Thank you. Maybe on my way back, if you're still here. He said when he first came to America, it was 20 degrees or 20 below zero. That's crazy. He said Pakistan's like Houston. I need to move to Houston then. Tired, it's cold. I don't know how the homeless people deal with it. I mean, they have no choice, but I knew it. I knew he was going to ask me for something, a quarter. If I had it, I gave it to him. Good morning. Gotta stop saying good morning. What's so good about morning? Come on, people, come up in here. Start a conversation, something. I think I'm pretty bad at hosting a channel because I really just don't know what to talk about. Because a lot of people that come here already know a lot of stuff I talk about. So to them, it might be boring. But I got to start presentations. Or I'll just save the lives for open. People could jump on and talk what they want. Or I'm still going to make videos. I'm about to upload one today, as a matter of fact. And I got to work on the one in that Lost City. I wish Drop or Renegade will come through, somebody. Oh shit, I'm gonna miss my bus. Hopefully I don't. Shit. I don't know if y'all can see the link. I like StreamYard, man. I might have to pay the $20 to get all the bonuses for backdrops. All this, that. Put my picture up. So when I do this, I don't know why people waste their time. Like I'm not about to block them. Block for 5 minutes. You can't block someone for life. And Jamie, if you're in the chat, man, hit them with like 1,000 timeouts so they could be banned for the whole freaking thing. Somebody with a wrench, annihilate them. Because I can't switch over from Streamlabs to YouTube, and it won't let me annihilate them for some reason. It's like fucking 25 degrees out here. Woo. But yeah, Jamie, if you're still here, that you said your live was all over the place, but that's usually what happens when you have builds. But they were all good topics. It's something I could definitely listen to. Because there was no arguing. Is that the moon? Yes, it is. There is no arguments, no chaos. There's the moon. Oh, here's my bus on time. And that's what I... Peace, Eddie Anderson. That's what I like to listen to, man. I don't like all that chaos and arguing. But if anyone's got a wrench, man, annihilate that chat person that came in, that chat 69, because they should let you block these people for life. And they're back again. Damn it. And I put it up there like a dummy again. I gotta get used to using it. Block user. It's gotta be some hater, man. Probably somebody I know that I think's cool with me. And they're just hating.
9:23.
Freezing today. People got nothing better to do in their life than to go on people's lives and put stuff like that. Yeah, I am going to start saying good rising instead of good morning. Portugal. Damn, my coffee got freezing cold. Put my coffee in a jar. And it's still cold. It's freezing. But yeah, I don't get people, man. They got nothing better to do than go on people's lives and put stuff like that in the chat. That's loser tactics. Loser tactics.
Downtown New Britain Station.
Connection to all New Britain area bus routes.
New Britain, not Old Britain. Forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, man. Chats that don't have arguments. You had about 6 people up there, Jamie, and they were all, you know, it was just a good build, put it that way. Everybody sub to everybody. You know, if y'all want to help build everybody up. That's what we should do as a community, as a truth community. I see a lot of people tearing each other down when we should put that energy into rising each other up. That's what I'm about. Like I always say, we truthfully don't know each other, so why are we tearing each other down, man? It's like people don't even take a chance to really get to know each other, and they just base somebody off of something they said. And to me, I said things in my life when I was mad, and then learned the lessons from it later that I regretted saying some stuff just because I was mad. Words are powerful, but I also believe in giving people chances. We got to get to truly know who we are. I live in Connecticut, in the center of Connecticut, Hartford. Winter's definitely on its way. Our hair is freezing. 42 years of this weather. I'm tired of it. I want to move to an island that's got fruit growing naturally, somewhere I could fish and just live off the land. How the hell did that person come back on so quick? It says they're blocked. Hopefully they're blocked for life. It's just crazy. I just started streaming and people are already attacking my channel. I wouldn't be surprised if YO YouTube be having like agents that do that to try and get people their channels banned or something because they can't do it other ways, so they'll send agents in or just haters in general. Textbook regurgitating, low vibrating people that are filled with hating. Peace, Adrian. Hit the freaking link, man. Somebody come up here and help me out. I want to start a deep conversation, something. This is harder than I thought to host an entire live. It's not an easy job here to entertain people. Peace.
Mic check, mic check.
It's all good, Adrian.
Good man, good man. My man Charles was, jeez, good man. Hey, bro, I've been hella busy trying to work on this new project that I got coming up. But
That's
I have hit a few walls, right? Because the software that I'm using on my phone, for some reason, it keeps on saying file damage, and I'm so upset, man, so upset. I have to start from scratch all over again. But the good thing about it is when you make mistakes, you know exactly where you're going wrong and things come back much better. So I'm keeping that faith going, you know. So
Wait, what are you using in there?
Cute Cut. I think it's called Cute Cut. Renegade hooked it up for me. Renegade showed me what to use, so I've been using that. But I've noticed it's been giving me a bit of problems, so now I've downloaded another one and I'm gonna try to use that one. If that don't work, I'm just gonna do a pre-recorded stream and do it that way, so there's no problems with the pre-recorded stream, because for my phone I don't have the know-how to do it for my phone like that. So pre-recorded Zoom is always better in my opinion.
I tried to go live with Zoom, but it wouldn't let me. I like StreamYard though. I'm glad I found this. I'll pay the $20 to have all the perks, like the backgrounds and all that. It's worth it. But everybody sub to Adrian's channel, man. He be dropping bombs. Definitely got a
Big
powerful mind.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you very much. Hey, shout out to Jamie's Madhouse, bro. I see you spreading your love, bro.
Yeah, he had a good build last night on his live.
Yeah. He's always got interesting topics over there. I mean, I was in and out yesterday because, like I said, I'm working on my new thing that's coming up, and you know, I'm really excited about it. I really can't wait to release it to the community, let them see what's going on, how we're being deceived. There's powerful things in there, man. But yeah, like I said, shout out to Jamie's Madhouse, man. He's always showing love, man. It's never a one-way street with those type of guys, you know. They show love back because we give love.
He always pops up first, man, when I go live. He's always here showing love.
That's it. There you go. Much respect to that.
It's always Jamie, you, and Renegade and Drop are usually the main people. Sunkiss, So Ama comes a lot. All them good people come show love. There'll be more. I just started doing this in time.
Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, and I want to shout out to your new subscribers also, you know, the new people that's coming in and they're not wrenched up, you know. Hopefully they can remain as good people, you know, and vibe with us and we show some love back to them. Positive stuff.
Yeah, Eddie Anderson's new. I haven't seen him, but
Okay, okay. Eddie, big up Eddie. Much love, Eddie.
You ever heard of the Pineal Kingdom Foundation?
Hold on, wait. That sounds familiar. It sounds familiar. Is that somewhere in Europe or something like that? Have I seen it? Is that Spain or something? No.
Eddie Anderson brought it up.
Okay. See, look, see, that's what I'm talking about. He's dropping bombs already, and we don't even know the guy. He's dropping bombs already. Much respect to you, bro. I'm gonna look into that. It sounds familiar. So thanks, Eddie.
I heard of that guy who teaches flat Earth, and it has different. He calls them epochs or epods or epochs, I think. And he has the flat Earth, but it looks like a dartboard. He explains how every epoch happens, a level drops down or whatever you want to call it. Forgot the guy's name, man. Shit, I'm trying to think of his name.
Eric Dubai?
But no, Eric Dubé. He's a good teacher too. I like his 200 proofs the Earth is flat. That video, he destroyed the globe with that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, I completely forgot about that one there, Charles. 200 ways how to debunk. Wow, that's crazy. And you know what?
I put it on my community post.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got more than 200 ways to debunk that, you know, but he was just being a little bit careful. He's been a little bit careful. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo,
I said, Charles. Huh?
No, go ahead.
No, it's your channel, bro. You go.
Eddie said he's from he knows Renegade and he goes under a different name. He's from Sweden.
Oh, now it makes sense. That's why it's family. See, it's family. Much love to my Swedish people.
That's him, Martin Kenny. I couldn't think of his name.
Oh yes, I have heard of that name before. Yes, I have heard of that, Charles. I have indeed. Yeah, that's good, man. I love that. I love when I see a community filled with people from different continents, you know, not just the same old people in your room. It has to be diverse and mixed. That's what I'm about, man. Diverse and mixed. I love that.
That's why I want to do this, so I can talk to people from all over the plane. I got people from Sweden, London. I want to get people from every part, South America, maybe Jamaica. Well, you're from Jamaica, Adrian, but you're in London.
Facts.
Jamaica's beautiful. I want to go to Jamaica.
But hey, Charles, this is the realest shit I've ever said to someone, right? As much as people say Jamaica's beautiful, or that place is beautiful, or this is beautiful, I swear to God, right? This is what I'm starting to realize. There's beauty everywhere on every continent. Some people might think Jamaica's just the best paradise place, you know, sandy beaches, but there's places in Africa that will overshadow Jamaica, right? Then there's places in Thailand that will overshadow Africa or Jamaica altogether. There's places all over the world that overshowers everything. When you think you found paradise, there's another paradise that's better than the one you've just seen. You understand? So I think every continent, every country has its own jewel every place had its own, you know, own special feature.
How do I it won't let me mod people up from here. I have to go on
Okay.
YouTube and do it. I'm gonna mod you
Okay.
up, Eddie. Let me go to YouTube. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I got Renegade coming in.
Oh shit. Renegade. Oh shit.
Or no, it's someone else. Cobra. Peace.
It's Eddie.
Oh, what's
Ah,
up,
Eddie,
Eddie?
peace, Eddie.
I'm gonna
So the guy you were talking about, Pineal Foundation, his name is Martin Kenny, or it used to be when he lived in the UK, but now it's Agua Azizi something. He changed his name. And he started something called Pineal Kingdom Foundation, which is a totally new country, or gonna be. They're even gonna have their own passports. So you're gonna be able to apply for a citizenship in Pineal Kingdom Foundation.
You got to be powerful to create your own country. Peace, native Michigan.
No, I think it's just technicalities, really, like red tape you have to go through. Anyone can do it that has a piece of land.
Hey, listen to me carefully. I'm gonna need your information, my brother, very, very soon, because you said some words, right, that I'm actually working on my project over here with the pineal gland and everything. So when it's time to call upon you, I'm gonna need your help. Is that okay?
Okay.
Good man, thank you.
So is Renegade on his way in?
I don't know.
I heard you talking about him just as I came in.
I thought he was. I thought you were him, Eddie.
No, no, I'm not him.
That's funny.
You can hear
Jared Jaguar. Jared Jaguar's in here.
Peace, JJ. What's up, JJ?
Yeah, so this guy you were talking about, Martin Kenny, it's a major flat earther. On mainstream media, sat in the morning sofas talking about flat Earth back in the UK before he started Pineal Kingdom.
Yeah, he's been doing it a while, about 7-8 years.
Yeah, and now he's completely consumed by this pineal thing. They are probably going to become breatharians. That means you don't eat at all. You live on prana, air.
What?
You live on what? Say that again. You live on what?
Air, prana. Breathe in that good as prana.
Yeah, that chemical sprayed air now.
Hey, this guy's dropping bombs, bro. He's dropping.
So what they're doing now is eating raw food and meditating a lot, and they swapped out different words, not in the way they do in 1984, Orwell's 1984 with new speech, but they changed the meaning of word because words are spelling. You can hear that. So they don't use understand because that means you stand under someone. So if a police officer tells you, do you understand, sir? No, I understand. Nope. So, and they don't use
understand.
Children. They don't use children. They call them futures.
And yeah, because children sounds like children or chill. Children. It's better than using kid.
They don't use harmony because that means harm on me.
Wow.
They use instead. I think they use something light on me or light on you or something like that. And they don't use good morning because morning is what you do when you fasten your boat at a jetty or steer to the ground with a stake. So morning is bad, so they say good rising instead. Hi, Renegade.
Those are good
Hej
ways,
Eddie,
man.
cool att se det här. Nu ska vi bara ta över och snacka svenska så de inte fattar.
Ja, eller hur?
Nu kör vi
Vi kör
bara.
över dem.
Okej, nu kör vi bara swinglish all the time. Kul att se Eddie här, man. Eddie is the man that I'm working with on all the things in Sweden, you know. Like one of my best friends, we're dealing with flat motherfucking power. Yeah. It's
Vi
all
håller på att
good.
lära upp om Kingdom Foundation nu och Martin Kelly. Eller Agua Azizi eller vad han heter nu för tiden.
Nu får du switcha till engelska så vi är lite snälla.
Ja.
Glömmer
Jag
snabbt.
har redan berättat om han. Yeah, so I really think you should check these guys out.
Native Michigan Ojibwe.
There's another show called Star Family, and a guy there called Raji, King Raji. He's a Swedish guy, but he speaks fluent English as I do, or even better than me. And he travels the world and he meets up with these different people that started things. But anyways, he visited this Pineal Kingdom Foundation and he found Agua's son, or Martin Kelly's son, called what's his name again? Kendai, I think. He's like 10 or 11 years old, but he's wise like Buddha. He's fucking crazy, insane how much that guy knows. 11 years old. There's a bunch of films where this King Raji, as he calls himself now, interviews this young boy about the state of the world and flat earth and everything else. It's amazing. You really should see it. You can't even believe those words are coming out of an 11-year-old mouth.
Yeah, I've seen a bit of it. It's about time. Yeah, I've seen a bit. Seems to be
He knows so much, that guy. He talks about how we all are traveling towards becoming silica-based life forms. And when we achieve that, we become blue. That's why the people are blue in all the different Hollywood movies like Avatar, the genie in Aladdin. That's because they're silica-based.
See, this is what I'm talking about, man. I'm so glad you're here, bro, because I've got so much topics coming, and what you was touching on, that's one of my projects that's coming, right? The augmented reality and AI in one.
My digging, I think what we live in now is just bullshit compared to what was once here. I think our world looked a lot more like the world of Avatar once upon a time.
Yeah,
and
boy.
I think Hollywood shows us straight in our faces all the time. Matrix wasn't a movie, it was a documentary.
Facts. Now you're talking. You're cooking, bro. You're cooking. But listen to this now. I'm so upset because I have to get back to work and work on my project that's coming. But I really, really want to chop it up with you, bro, because you're talking my language right now. You're talking my language.
Are you a musician as Renegade?
Pardon?
Are you
Say
a
that
musician?
again?
Are you a musician? Is that what your project is about? Music?
No, I do music also, but this project coming is about how would you call it? Agendas and people deceiving the people. I mean, people deceiving, celebrities deceiving the people, right? And
I just assumed because you said something about Renegade provided you with some program of some sort, and he seemed to music.
Yeah.
Yes, basically, Rennie told me to get the cut, the cute cut. Cute cut. Do you know that one?
Cube cut. What's that for?
Cute cut is like for tablets and iPhones and telephones. It's like a very easy program to chop up pictures and put in videos and do text voices, and it's easy to work with. And now Adrian has a problem to export it, and I did send it to you on your Telegram, Adrian. Try to export if you have problems with your phone, because you've got Android, and that is another world for me. I had an iPhone, so it's the slides were different. And
I have Android.
So maybe we can help Adrian out with that. But my suggestion, Adrian, try to export from CuteCut directly to Telegram, and it would be a file over Telegram that I think is much more compatible.
Så
Because
vad
you
han
have some...
behöver en videoredigerare?
Nej, han har en videoredigerare. The problem
Ja.
is when he's going to send it from the editor over to his pictures, something happens that is not allowed as a format or whatever it does. And I can't really solve that problem
I
because
can
it's
probably
on
solve it
Android.
for him.
Yeah, so I can link you up to you guys on Telegram so you can
Yeah,
talk.
do that.
Yeah,
Do
do
that.
that right away. Yeah. So because the thing is, what we're doing right now, Charles is making his own videos and small clips. Adrian started for a few days ago with his material pictures. I helped him out to get Cute Cat. I also doing some short things, and then we're going to do some more creative things together. But it's also good that everybody makes their own content. So we just need to help Adrian now so he can fix those small problems, because there's always technical issues.
Just as you know, Adrian, I'm what should we call it? Illustrator, 3D graphics guy, animation, and some code.
Eddie's sharp, Adrian. He got his things sorted over there. So.
Hold on,
They have-
Eddie. Can you say that again, please, Eddie? My daughter came in the room and caught my attention. Can you say that again?
I use the programs Illustrator, Photoshop, Maya, Blender, DaVinci Resolve, and probably a few more. But I'm not an expert on any of them, but I try.
That's the thing. You learn everything. You learn a new thing every day. So I've self-learned on music programs and on all these editing programs, and I find my easiest way to arrange pictures on this Cute Cat. We can have a Zoom later on privately. I can show you, Eddie, how it works. It's like super basic, but still you can do professional presentations and videos.
I think I've downloaded some video photo editing thing on my phone not long ago. Can't remember what it was called though.
Okay,
I can
this
check.
one called Cute Cat, C-U-T-E, C-U-T, Cute Cat.
Hey, Ren.
Yeah.
I just downloaded another one. It's called U-Cut, like Y-O-U Cut. U-Cut.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a look into this one.
Yeah, I've done that. I've been dust sucking the App Store totally on testing everything. If it's free, and then if it's really good, you can buy the pro version. I've done that with music programs for applications for many years. That's one of my fetish thing. I love to just download apps, try them out, and see how different beats I can do on that drum machine, or can I edit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just plenty of fun to try them all. And then you find your own system that works. But in the end, you need to have the same format. And I think Telegram is very good there. It's converting things to the similar format or something. Because I don't care about formats and stuff like that. But I've learned by the mistakes. And after a while, you find your workflow, you know. So you can make a video. Isn't that right, Charles? When you do a video, it takes you maybe a couple of days or one day to get it sorted.
Yeah, about sometimes 3 hours, depending on what I'm working on.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I got it all laid out, I could do it quick, an hour. Depends.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, but you have Android also, doesn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you can recommend some things to London Man later on, also that you are working on, so you can try it out, because there is a difference between iPhone and Android, for sure. And Eddie, you have Android PC. I'm Macintosh now, and so Macintosh is actually from the beginning made for dealing with film and pictures and music. Therefore, that's the only reason I have iPhone, is because it's so good music programs in it. So, and I got everything, Moog systems.
Absolutely. Ever had an
Yes, Eddie.
Okay, so I checked my phone now. I have one program for images called Snapseed, as it sounds, Snapseed.
Okay.
And then I have a video program called Splice, Splice.
Right.
I don't know if those are available for iPhone or not, but those I have in my phone.
Check your app store if you can find Cute Cat, because in that case you have a free version and then the other version is like $5 or something. So you don't have to buy the $5, but you can check it out and see how it works. It's really cool to work with. So I use that. I've been using that for many years, and it works really good for me. So, but we can have a Zoom track on that later on, Adrian. So we can help you out with that. Most
Okay.
definitely. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because I can
listen,
feel your
Ren.
frustration, man. I can feel that you're frustrated, and when you're on it, when you want like to deliver, and the shit is cracking up. I know that vibe, man. You have to roll
Yeah.
out another one. Yeah.
Fact.
Great.
Fact.
Great stuff takes time to create, man.
That's a fact,
Great.
Charles. That's a fact.
It does. I mean, we working now on a Swedish type of flat Earth movie, and it takes time. One of the main producers, he's become a dad. He doesn't have time. I mean, we all have to struggle to get this motherfucking money on the table.
Yeah, boy.
So I mean, it's not that easy, and that's just to do it. There's so much things around it, you know. But still, it's fun to. Don't give up on it. Just doing it. It is a struggle sometimes, but it also gives you back the thing when it's done and when it's there. It's a very pleasant feeling. You know? Yeah, made it. It's like being a kid again. I love that. You know, it's like Atlas running around in the woods. Now he's super easy when he's walking. For a couple of weeks ago, he was running like speedball in the forest. Now he's super chill. He's also learned that I have to take it easy, you know. Yes. Yo, cool guys. Nice one to have you here today. Yeah.
Hey, listen. Let me just say this quick, right? I'm gonna love you and leave you guys because I'm getting back to work. I'm not stopping until this is finished, bro. I really mean it. I have something to bring to you guys, and I really want to deliver my promise. So, with that being said, I'm going back to work, fellas. Hey, Charles, thanks for having me. Renegade, much love.
Anytime.
Cobra,
anytime,
my
bro.
man.
Drop a bomb when you're off work, so we can start doing the Zoom style, and we'll help you out with that one. Peace, Adrian.
Peace, Ren.
Okay.
You're always welcome here, Adrian.
Cool. Yes, Charles. Cool vibes. Good vibes. Do you feel comfortable with the StreamYard now? Do you feel more comfortable with it?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
I wanna shout out Shan TV, Native Michigan Ojibwe. I think I said that right. I think the J's an H, if I'm not mistaken. And Jared Jaguar, I had to shout out. I don't want them to think I'm ignoring them, and AI too. Shout out to all of them. Thanks for coming through. Well, go ahead. You got the floor, Renegade.
Yeah, it's always good people on this community. You know, I mean, we've been on one another for many years now. I mean, Jerry Jaguar, you've been there for many years, and always a good vibe. I mean, we're not met one another in person, but you can actually feel when somebody writing small things in the chat. You can actually feel the vibe of that person. And then maybe things go too far, you get too friendly with someone, you realize one day that, no, that motherfucker was not in my vibe, but thank you smelly much for the time that we had, and let's continue on. That's how I'm dealing with it. No offense, no hardcore bullshit, but right has to be right, and BS has to be claimed, and the other side of the coin. I did say my thing. Adrian did say his thing, and today we're walking on, and today we're sitting with Charles and Eddie from Sweden, my man. Nice to have you over here, Eddie. Super cool. So I mean, we're growing everywhere, and we're living on a plane where we should be fighting the government and fighting the system instead of fighting one another. That's ridiculous after a while. Let's grow up and be grown men. So we're gonna do some things. I'm gonna do some things, but I am also a very slow snail type of vibe. I've got my music pumping in the background, but I don't release that much. Mostly things now on YouTube is just psychedelic warfare. Crazy stuff, you know, never heard before. I don't sound like nobody else than just me. That's how I'm working. And I'm glad to meet Adrian and Charles and Eddie. You're also creative, man. I mean, you're always on it every day. We're on it. So thank you for letting me on the panel today, Charles. It's always good to have you around, man. Super peace. Super piece.
Mhm. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on and tell them about this Martin Kelly in Portugal.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm here. My bad.
But Cobra, you're always every day on the track. I mean, you just rum on YouTube and BitChute, and you're so quick to find these last things. So I'm gonna connect you and yeah, you're amazing, man. It's amazing. I don't have the time to check out everything, but I know that every link that you send me is always quality. It's always quality. So now I have a library with you, so it's all good, man. It's all good.
I'm just so I don't know what it is. It's something in my personality that just needs to know everything.
I know. And then when I met you, my first reaction was, this man can only speak his truth. I mean, you're so honest. You say exactly
can't
what you
lie.
think. It's impossible to get away from you.
I can't deliberately lie. I might say a lie because I didn't know it was a lie, but I can't deliberately tell a lie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because somebody might have told me something that I assumed was truth.
Yeah.
And then I spout that to others, and it turns out it wasn't the truth. Like many people now are telling me that I'm spouting a lot of bullshit about a lot of things, especially flat Earth, because according to them, flat Earth is nothing but a psyop by CIA.
Yeah. But you put
All they've
up the questions because
now is dug up some old bullshit and repackaged it out again.
And you know, we have a very big problem in Sweden. People are like putting their head in the sand. They don't want to hear. They don't want to know. They don't want to ask questions. They're satisfied with
Renegade.
For 1981.
You know you need to see Lisa today
All right.
after you do.
All right. My fault, everyone. Y'all could talk. I was talking to somebody.
Cool to hear your soundscape around. You know, it's over there and we are over
Yeah,
here.
my fault. There's a bunch of people where I'm
That's
at.
good, man. I have no problems with soundscapes. It's like nice just listening to sitting on a bus. But I'm Sweden now, so I'm listening to Connecticut. That's cool.
I got headphones. I can't even hear what people are saying, really.
Would you really like to hear what I'm saying? Them just saying we live
No.
in the globe.
No, I can hear you guys. I can't hear
Renegade?
people around me. I
Yes,
can't hear.
Eddie. Yes, Eddie.
Renegade, what temperature do you have today?
2 below 0 Celsius.
So you and Charles are pretty much below 0.
It's around
Okay.
0. It's like
Charles is around 3 plus.
Okay, yeah, it's
And
snowing
I'm
for the
at
moment. So.
8. So we're pretty
we
close to each other, even though we're so far apart.
Yeah, I mean Connecticut is almost on the
Just
same level.
north of New York.
Yeah. So Charles soon gonna have winter also, you know. But I can, in a couple of weeks, maybe next week, we will have like 10 minus, 15 minus. But there is. I don't talk about the climate change. I just talk about that.
You should see the post I did on Facebook today about climate
change. So hilarious. What a bullshit this is. Of course, we have periods on Earth when it is hotter winter and colder summer and everything is moving. But now they take the chance, you know, to say, yeah, this is the global warming. And if you look at where the money gonna go, is go to the elite. We have to build these type of batteries. We have to do these type of things, windcraft and blah, blah, blah. It's all about the money. And you, Eddie, you know that we had free energy for not that many hundreds of years ago. Totally free. Totally free. And how many on our side in Sweden bringing up that on people's voice and talk about free energy? No one. Everybody talks, yeah, we're going to take care
There's a few
the power
people in the
stations
the awake community that talks about free energy, but not many.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a few people on like 10 million people is a handful of people that really can say, hey, we have free energy. Let's do that instead of talking about this power station and radiative dangers and windcraft and blah blah blah. It's like it doesn't work, you know. You can't put these propellers up everywhere and say, yeah, we'll solve the problem. And if they're spraying the sky all the day, how the hell are we going to use sun power then? There's no sun anymore. I mean, a few days a month you got sun. So I mean, invest on solar panels must be a real big fuck up, because there's no much sun, because them spraying. So it's like, okay, let them buy this panel. It's not going to work. We spray them with aluminium anyway. So, and that is also affecting the warming atmosphere that we have. But because if you have a clear sky, no clouds, the temperature will get directly, in my place, down under -10. But if it's cloudy, it's around 0. It's like
now another athlete has died probably from the jab. 38-year-old MMA fighter died from organ failure, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, something Latin, something about the immune system failing. 38 years old. Looks like he's built out of bricks.
But it doesn't matter if built out of bricks and you got Krispy Kreme running around in your bloodstream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to paint the picture that it was very well fit. And people don't react at all. And it just annoys me so much. So I pretty much just left everything. Just think about me, my future, and what I'm going to do, who I'm going to be around.
Yeah.
Because I can't wake people up that don't want to be woken up.
Oh, it's impossible. Everybody has to waken up with themselves. I mean, if you tell things to people, if they're not ready to deal with the information, they would tell you to piss off. I mean, just look at my comments sometimes. I did a thing with Håkan yesterday, and I got some really nasty comments that I took away.
I haven't seen that.
No, because
I heard you drop some little nuggets in there when you talked to him about the plane and Hellfire missiles, and he was like, didn't react at all.
No, the Håkan is Håkan. He's very, I think he's very, han är lite försiktig. Vad heter det?
The only he reacted on was, I think I was on that boat when you were there.
Yeah, I know. I know where he was working on Korsa, and I was also working there for a year, and he knows.
But he didn't react at all when you talked about the plane or Hellfire missiles in Sweden and
no, because I think that
the seas in pitch dark, but only by radar.
I think
nothing.
I did drop those nuggets because I would like to
do one
flinch. More. No, I would like to bring this one up with Håkan later on, but I did have to drop these.
Do it off stream sometime. See if he spills the beans.
Yeah, most definitely. The thing is also with I mean, I really respect Øystein Rønne and Håkan Bergmark plenty. Them doing.
They don't like the word plane.
No, they like the globe, but I still. If they have done so much research as they are doing, I know that they're going to respect me when I say how many years I've been researching this topic. So I'm just letting lay there in the oven for a while and let them,
Let them marinate.
yeah, you let them marinate, and then we can drop it later on. Therefore, I took up this thing with radar when this guy did turn off the GPS system and say, yeah, now we only go on a radar, and radar system doesn't work on the globe model. It doesn't work. You need to have a 0 level plane to get signal to bump back, and it doesn't if you live on a globe. That's a military thing. I've heard many militaries say that. No, radar does not work on a spinning globe. It's impossible. So the military has known this for many, many years, always, because they are the king of the maps. And if you're not king of the
that
map,
told me about the lighthouses, or was that someone else? Somebody told me recently that I should look up Swedish lighthouses, the height and how far they can be seen.
Yeah, I did. The lighthouse should have a description on every lighthouse, how long you can be able to see the light, and that
how far away.
Yeah, it will crash the globe model on every single lighthouse.
Yeah, I think so.
It does. I mean, if you're down the curve,
I don't understand how people can refute when we show them like that video with the container ship going through the Suez Canal or whatever, or is the Panama Canal without any water. What do they call slussar? Vad heter det? Waterlocks.
Waterlocks, yeah. But the thing is,
so it goes plain for thousands of nautical miles.
Yeah,
or
still
something
the same level on the sea. Yeah,
same level all the time.
Yeah,
they claim there's a curvature.
The thing is that we have over 200 physical proofs, but they still deny it. I don't understand why in a court system you need proofs to get a victim. Yeah, but we have them. We have them, and we're not one person. We are
for me, the flat Earth thing is. Most flat earthers, of course, they used to be globers, but as soon as they don't leave the globe, they start researching. And a lot of us are doing our own research and not just relying on what others say. Yeah. I'm not one of those yet, but I want to be. But anyways, but the globe earthers, none of them do any research.
Nothing.
They just listen to authority and NASA.
Yeah.
They don't do any research, yet they claim this is the truth.
Yeah.
And they call us idiots. How can you believe something so stupid as a flat Earth?
I
talked to this guy yesterday that I told you about.
When people calling me idiots, I feel comfortable. And then
the guy I talked to yesterday, he brought up this with flat Earth, and I said, if NASA is not fake, why don't they turn old man Hubble around and photograph us?
Exactly.
Just do that. Show ships upside down, people walking upside down in Australia, and the deal is closed.
Yeah.
Case is closed. No more flat Earth. But they have never done that, and they will never do it because they can't.
I think Charles
is extreme telescope out in space that zooms so far into the galaxies that you can see the birth of the universe.
I agree with that, man.
Zoom in on people on Earth.
There's so many things, Charles. Charles, you also have these problems with friends and yeah. I mean, you get the same reaction over there as we got over here in Sweden, man. It's like
I got friends that won't talk to me no more. They said I'm crazy.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Same here. My brother disowned me.
Welcome to the club.
More or less.
Welcome to the club.
He stopped talking to me about a year ago. And I asked him why. Shall we call it your new faith or something like that? Vague, he said.
I know.
He doesn't want to know anything about anything. He just want to live in his bubble that he's always lived in, because otherwise his life would become complicated.
Yeah. Same sex every night, no different.
Yeah, so he rather lives in the Matrix than waking up.
My bad. Swearing
Because
and shit.
waking up is painful in a way.
The truth is painful for mostly because they've been so indoctrinated since
We talked about that as well on that meeting yesterday, that
And
the
they're
reason
so
people are
afraid.
so
They're
have
so afraid
such a
to
hard
bring it
time.
up to the relatives and to the mom and dad and brothers and
Yeah.
sisters when they're eating a meal. Them like, if I bring this up, the whole family will go against me. So people are more scared
Yeah.
about what to say about you. I don't give a fuck what people.
And then
say
if they
about me.
have taken this jab and start noticing that we aren't stupid, us that didn't do it, they are so ashamed that they
Exactly.
fell for it, that
Yep.
they keep fighting against it or defending it.
I
Because
agree with that.
they can't show to other people that they've been fooled. So they'd rather die with a lie
I rather
than go
live
out and say I was wrong.
I rather live with the future, the true thing, and the truth than living in a lie.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing. And people is like,
And I
yeah, but
tell
how do you
everyone,
know? The cool thing about the flat Earth community, we have different type of models. Yeah, we have Bro Sanchez talking about the electromagnetic thing. He's not the only one bringing that up. And then you have the Christianity people talk about the dome, and it's a closed system, and that is almost the same as the globe model.
Yeah, it's
still the same if you look at it. The only difference is that we are not motional. We are standing still and we are leveled. So I mean that's a big up for those guys. And you have globebusters, you have mixed up theories, because the humbleness within the flat earth community is that we don't know everything. We know this much, but the rest
they just
is up
know
to
that
us to
what
research.
they've been teaching us is wrong.
And that is why I like that community so much, because there is so much more to explore. We have not been to the North Pole. We are not allowed to go on the Antarctica Treaty, but we have P900 cameras. We have our evidence, and then it's still things that we really would like to know even more. What is the stars? What is Polaris? What is the Aurora Borealis? I mean, we know about the Analemma. We know about so many things, more than the closed globe jail model. It's just devastating. That's mind control. Period. Yeah. The globe is the pure MK Ultra 1000%. Because if you sit behind your television and think that you're wobbling around 8 million light years from the source, but you can still get burned on the sun when you go out in a summer day over here. It's like, hey, come on, man.
That's true, Renegade.
Yeah.
Another thing that's interesting about burn and sun is that the sun is closer to us in the winter or something like that. In distance,
it can be closer, but
it's not as warm as in summer.
When I go out today, I have the sun in the tree tops because it's lower and a bit far away. But in the summer, I have the sun straight up above my head, and it's close.
Yeah.
And then the flowers start to grow. So I mean, it's pretty logic.
What if something else is heating the Earth too, besides the sun?
Yeah, but the Earth is a heating source by itself. The ground, look at this. When I got like 2 meters of snow, if it comes rapidly, I still will have lingam berries in the spring because they're under the snow and the ground is still warm. So I mean, it's not only the sun that is the source of the heat. The energy, everything moves all the time. Leaves,
but we have that molten core.
Yeah, it creates energy. I mean, just go out and walk a bit and you will be warm. So, I mean, and you got pouring water 365 days a year, pouring from ponds in the forests. From the inside.
You know what I mean? When you go to Kiruna during the winter, when there's the midnight sun.
Yeah. Oh, you mean in the summertime?
So it's closer, but it's colder or something like that. It's strange.
Oh, but it's an electromagnetic. Should I say,
I
like
don't
a
think the
battery
sun or the
energy?
moon is a physical object. I think it's a projection of some sort.
Oh yeah, I'm into that. It's like when you take a magnifying glass and you put that little circle on the wood and it starts to burn. If you put it away a bit, you get a bigger light source. It will not burn.
You get a diffused light source, and then it's not as hot.
So it's about distance and height and buoyancy also, and density. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's also a thing I brought up. Why is it that most of what we are taught to believe in are theories? The theory of evolution, the theory of gravity, the theory of the species, the theory of this and that.
Yeah, they regurgitate textbook theories.
Why is it called a germ theory if it's truth?
True.
I mean, a theory, that's something that you think might be true, but you don't know. That's why it's called a theory.
And then when you tell people they're regurgitating textbook theories, they get mad at you.
Yeah.
And they start calling names, and instead of listening, they want to attack you.
They're calling people that are PhDs and MAs and BAs, or those are the wise guys. Why?
Yep.
Because they can regurgitate a textbook? Because that's what the exams do. They ask you a question that you can read up on the answer in the book, exactly what page and whatnot. And on the exam, you're supposed to remember that. There's no thinking on your own part.
I hated school, man. I just found no need to learn all that BS, and it came out to be BS.
I hated religion and history. But now I adore learning about history, because what we've been taught in school is bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just this and that king lived in that time, and they had those children, and then they conquered that country, blah, blah, blah. Nothing
that's the thing. That's the thing, as you say, Charles. I did stop go to school when I was 13 years old, and I did hair on my balls. I was like, no, I'm not gonna I'm not going to check this thing out, because there's so much BS. And I would rather go in on my wheels and steel, playing music. We're out in the forest, we're out walking. Did learn the nature by myself. Did check out the butterflies and the bumblebees and the snow and the rain and everything. I was out.
There's a lot of success stories for people that dropped out of school.
As I told
a lot of
Håkan
famous
Bergmark,
people.
As I told Håkan Bergmark yesterday on that Swedish live stream, I said, yeah, I did drop off school, but I actually learned so much more. Yes, take those words that is available. I've learned to carpenting because I was an older man told me how about to do. Scaffolding, and I've been working with 10, 15 different type of things. I've been working in kitchen, out in the sea, on boats, in woods, everywhere. Private companies, small companies, big companies, even to Bonnier, big place distributing books. I worked there for 6. I mean, I've been around. And today, if you look at the person today, they have one job, one education, and one school, and that's it. And maybe they got 75,000 Swedish crowns a month, but seriously, they don't know a shit about the things that is outside the door. But they're well economically. And they got high loans and big flat villas and 2-3 nice cars and 3 kids with the latest clothes. They don't know a shit. They don't know what's going on outside the door. And how much, I mean, they've got loans to go to school, 500,000 Swedish crowns, $50,000 minimum to be a doctor.
All those assets, they have only loans.
So the thing is, you have to learn about this now, in this reality.
Good morning.
That's the thing. So that's the thing. So Charles, is it Grand Rising over your place now, yeah?
Yeah, it's about 7:30. But I agree with you guys are saying, man. Like, I'm glad I grew up in a city where there was German people, Polish, Jamaican, Haitian, you name it. And I always would ask a lot of questions, and I tried to learn everything. I learned more from talking to people than I did in school.
Yeah, that's the thing. I did have my 12 years period in a jazz studio where I met people from all over the world, different colors. That did not matter a thing. People were jiving, jamming, rehearsed, recording. I did, even that guy that had a studio recorded Olof Palme, the city man, the big chief in Sweden. He was killed on open street, and there is a murder that is like JFK. It's not solved yet. He was in that studio recording his speech for his political things with a man called Göran Frese, was drinking beer every day, rolling up his spliffs, and he did never
What
ever
happened
had
to
a
the
problem
sound?
with
I
the
can hardly
police.
hear you anymore.
I could hear you.
I hear you good, Eddie. You sound clear, man. So
My
Yeah.
stupid phone.
so I
Let me try with headphones.
I realized in an early state that the only school is the street school. The meetings, the opportunity to meet up with different people in different ages, especially when older people have respect for us that was younger in that time. They gave me so much, plenty good vibes, advices in a very, very good way. So I was listening. I go into a classroom, listening to a bullshit teacher reading out of a book that we know is completely a fraud.
Full.
Yeah. So, I mean, there you go. You're lost in a second if you precipitated that knowledge. So I was like, no, I have to feel this by myself. You can't read how to sail a sailing boat. You must sail the sailing boat by yourself to realize how the sea works, how the wind works. You can't read that in a book and go out and sail. You have to do it in time for real. That's the only way to do things. Yeah. So
I agree with that. That's the best way to learn is hands-on.
yeah, just look at the music.
There's a good saying by a guy called Robert G. Ingersoll that says it's 1,000 times better to have common sense without education than education without common sense.
Words. Bomb drop.
I love that.
Oh.
I love that because you can have a PhD, an MA, a BA, and be a fucking idiot when it comes to common sense or everyday things. Can't make up a fire in the woods or something, but you can do your taxes or your revenue in your company or whatever. But there are plenty of success stories about people around the world that has made it big in life without selling their soul to the devil or educated themselves for 15 years. They just pursued whatever there was in life that they really like doing.
Yeah, that's the thing, man.
They
That's the
fuck
thing.
the system.
I mean, you know my story a bit. I think I told this to Charles also. Back in the days when I was like 14 years old, I was competing with a DJ championship. I went over to England, to Spain, and European championship. I went straight into the music business in Sweden. And one of my best friends, his name was Dennis Pop. And he told me one day that, hey, I only would like to do one hit, and then I can be a millionaire and do whatever I want. And I said to him, hey, man, if you do that, you have to sign a contract, and you will never get rid of that jailhouse. Oh, I know, but still, you know. So he made that hit. Actually, I did a remix on that tune, and it went high up on Billboard, everywhere. So it went up to the biggest export Swedish thing ever happened in Sweden. And all of these guys, Max Martin is now working with Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, and Dennis Pop, he did say to the record company one day, he said, yeah, I don't want to have any more deals with you. I'm not going to sign any more contract. I only have 2 years left, and after that, I will step off. Do you think he made it to 2 years? No. He died in head cancer 8 months later. when he said that I'm not going to precipitate with the contracts with BMG, the biggest record company ever. He died in head cancer.
Wow.
And I also brought this thing up with Ole Dammegård with a live that I had with him. And he's the one that been ripping off this false flag, Drottninggatan in Sweden, terrorist acts that is actually a red flag. It's just an acting thing. And he said to me in that live, it was like, hey, Renegade, that is one of their specialties, is to give people cancer that doesn't, if they have signed and you want to step off, they kill you. Otherwise, with a suicide or a car accident or in cancer. And I am the only one in Sweden that said this out loud, and people say, hey man, you're fucking crazy in your head. But I say I'm not. I'm not. I've seen it from the inside. Seen it from the inside.
Once you sign them contracts, they literally own you.
Yeah. It's like the bird.
You know that Bob Dylan is on video telling how he sold his soul to the devil, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I seen that.
Actually, one man that made this very, very clearly is actually Bro Sanchez. For about 1.5 years ago, he made long stream about the music industry. The whole pop scene, the whole hip-hop scene, the people up in the offices, it's all Freemason, it's all Jewish people, owns the contracts, Hollywood, everything. He actually break that one up. So go check that one with Bro Sanchez. 1.5 years ago. I don't remember exactly which one it was. It's hard to find because we've done so much things, but that's the best explanation of how the music and the film industry really working on us, you know? It's like, yeah, this is the thing, they say. I mean, just listen to the music today. Compare that to Miles Davis and soul music back in the days. It's slightly bit different. Today's more like an AI robot doing the thing, yeah? So I can't listen to new music today. I can't really find good music that I'm vibing with. There's no soul anymore.
I just want to say peace to Sir Drop and Native Michigan. I got to figure out how to say that. Ohigwe. He said, a frog does not drink up the pond in which it lives. It's an American Indian proverb. Common sense equals wisdom. I agree with that. That's a good saying right there. A frog doesn't drink from the pond. That's deep. Everyone can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, cool, man. Listen, you're the host.
But that whole thing with the music industry, man, that's the ultimate, like an ultimate slave system. I mean, all them people that have handlers and stuff, they can't say what they want. They can't go anywhere when they want. I mean, they control every aspect of their life. Who would want to live under a contract like that? I don't care if you got $30 million. I wouldn't be happy. I'm the type of person that I want to do what I want, when I want to say, be able to talk about anything.
That's the thing. So stand on your lane, do your own thing. I mean, just listening to Sir Drop's things when he does his thing, for me, that's a relief. It's like, yeah, man, he's doing it. He's standing on his feet. He's totally surrounded with his vibe. He's saying his things. So big up to Sir Drop, man. Listening.
Yeah, you could come up, Drop, if you want. You could come up and say a few things if you want. I don't care.
Without wisdom, we is them. That's a line that drops every time.
So are you going to stay on for long, Charles?
Yeah, probably a little while longer.
Okay. I just wonder because my daughter asked me if we were going to play some games together. We live pretty far away from each other, so that's our way of connecting and doing stuff together.
Yeah, do that, Eddie. Your daughter is number one.
Family
around, so feel peace, man. I was glad to see you on this panel today. Your man it's like Eddie is a man in Sweden that realized and starting to learn how I'm dealing with things, and I'm really glad that we connected because Eddie and me is with
The thing is, I've only been a flat earther for maybe a year now. We're close to a year. It was just before Christmas last year, so it's pretty close to that time now.
Yeah, you're welcome up here.
We did our
Anytime,
first
Eddie.
stream. Yeah, thank you. We did our first stream on, was it New Year's Eve or around New Year's somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, on my channel.
And our very first live we did was like 9 hours.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah,
and we had like 12 people sitting in chat with us.
That was a good session, yeah. Oh
yeah. Yeah.
So
I was sitting there just showing different video clips and images and shit that I found.
Yeah, go subscribe to Plattjord Sweden. You can drop the link.
But they can't understand what we're talking about because it's all in Swedish. That's the whole point of the channel because there were no channels talking about this in Swedish.
But we're still the first on YouTube that speak on it in Swedish. That's pretty cool.
I started looking up Swedish words to try to learn the language a little bit.
I think you should look up what's it called? Boksaga.
Yeah,
Boksaga.
Yeah.
With James, what's his name? James something.
Oh, I don't remember his name, but he's got.
But I have the. If you look for Boksaga on YouTube, you're probably going to find like 3 or 4 videos with the same guy.
Yeah. James Shep, I don't know, his name is coming through all soon, but
I have the links in case you want them.
You got one thing over there called the root language.
Yeah, it talks about root language.
And it's so many words in Swedish that are actually translated to American language, and it's so similar. It's like every third word or something is actually Swedish in your language. So you have to crack the code, and I think you can learn it quite quick. Actually, it's like, and then we have to speak more on it. But I mean, check out the root language. I can send you the link later on, Charles. No rubs on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cool. Now I'm also.
Yeah. So me and my daughter are playing do you have a PlayStation by any chance, or do you play at all?
I used to play.
Yeah, I used to play a lot more than I do now because since I realized who runs the world, how they do it, what they own, and what games are for. It's no more than bread and circuses, what the Romans call bread and circuses, to keep the population entrapped and enslaved and locked to the screen. And I'm a game designer or game developer and 3D animator and 3D graphics artist. And I wanted to get into the gaming industry all my life. But when I found out everything that I just told you about, my whole dream just shattered to pieces. I just dropped everything, but I'm slowly getting back to playing the games again with my daughter, and because that's what's always kept our bond,
You can create your own game, and
Actually, last night I was sat up until 3 a.m. working on some game logic in a program called Dreams for PlayStation. Dreams is like a digital sandbox. You can do anything: 2D graphics, 3D graphics, modeling, sculpting, music, animation, and logical or visual game logic, not programming by code. You do it by different logic blocks. So I was trying my best to understand how it works.
You know, I'm an old school one. You know, I have PlayStation 2 and I play San Andreas. I love this.
Yeah, love GTA games.
So I'm back,
Yeah.
still back in the days. I'm not seeing any new games.
But
And I
there's a
got
lot
some-
of people that love GTA because GTA 5 came out, I think now it's maybe 12 years ago or something like
Uh-huh.
that. And people
Uh-huh.
are playing it every day still.
Wow. Can
And
you
they
play?
are
Can you play
praying
San
they are
Andreas
praying for
online?
Rockstar Games to make GTA 6 or release it because they are making it. There's no question about that. It just takes a hell of a lot of time for them. But I think the game companies, they produce what sells, not the most innovative new ideas or quirky games. They just do. If you have a hen that lays a golden egg, you don't slaughter that hen. That's why we see a new golf game, a new NASCAR game, a new football game, a new whatever game every year. It's pretty much the same game over and over and over in a new dress, sort of. Maybe a few more added things, but the basic concept is the same, and people are buying it.
Yeah.
Same goes for FPS shooters. There's the same, all of them. And I'm fucking tired of FPS shooters.
Just like a car or a phone, they come out with a iPhone 7, 8, 9. It only has one little extra feature in it.
Yeah, and the camera is better.
Yeah.
Always a better camera.
Yeah.
Always.
And the camera takes photos of you for the AI to become better at recognizing you.
Yeah, that's the thing. We are the teachers to the AI. The AI doesn't teach us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know Fredrik or Renegade don't use Facebook, but you know on Facebook there's something called name test challenges or whatever, something like that. Where people are doing little stupid tasks where they think it's really funny. But that's training AI. And same thing goes with all these apps that change your appearance in some way. Like they make a drawing out of you. But to do that, you have to upload a photo of you. And don't think for a second that photo is not going to be used somewhere else. But people don't understand this. They just see it as a fun thing. They don't understand that there's a sinister thing behind it.
Yeah.
Just like with the jabs. People were like putting up, I got my jab today. And I was like, oh man, I got all 3. I'm going to get number 4. I just, all my friends that went and did that, man, I was just like, nobody listened to me. No one even cared to hear what I had to say.
And now they want to start to inject our cattle as well. So our food is going to be vaccinated. So I think the only way is go off grid, grow your own food, maybe hunt, fish, shoot animals in the forest, because I don't think they're going to vaccinate every elk in the forest or moose, whatever you use word you use for them.
That's crazy, man.
But you know, they count the heads in the forest, like they know how many there are of different animals, because that's why they count them. I don't know if they do it regular every year or every 10 years or something, but they fly with a helicopter and count them or whatever they do. They might be able to vaccinate even wild animals in the future. That's my point.
When are we going to do something about these parasites instead of letting them always do stuff like this? When are we going to stop them from doing it? That's my question.
It's a very good question, man. I don't know either, because I've been thinking about this. If you say it loudly, they will knock on my door and put me into jail. So it's hard to say, yeah, we have to fight them in this way and that way. But I think one solution is we have the good vibes and not starting to build up fights and start fires, but we speak. As long as free speech is allowed, we can speak about it. And if now wait, Eddie, hold it.
Okay.
Now they're going to try to make free speech and journalists to terrorist people, because if you go against your government, they can put you in jail for minimum 3 years. So we are in a very, very hard situation all over the plane, and this have been started now in Sweden. The new law It's going to go up to the political system the 16th of November.
In 2 days.
In 2 days, they're going to vote on that. So if we starting to say,
You know that's
things,
rigged.
it is.
We are not going to vote it.
Yeah, this
because
is
we aren't allowed.
Yeah, we're not allowed to speak about what we speak about. So they can put us in jail for that in 2 days.
No, I meant we are not going to vote. You said we are going to vote, but the politicians are going to vote. The 349 people deciding our fate.
Exactly. Yeah, you're on it. You're on it.
So, about politicians, do you ever read, Charles? Or are you familiar with an author called Larkin Rose?
No, I'm not.
Okay, then you go to YouTube later on and you search out Larkin Rose and a book called The Most Dangerous Superstition, and you listen to that book for 10 hours. You don't have to listen to the whole thing for 10 hours, of course, but listen to it. And that book is so profound. It really points out what's wrong in the world. Like, why do we, the people, leave so much faith in anything called authority, military, police, government, politicians, and whatnot? And the things we allow them to do towards me, towards you, and everyone else, we would never allow anyone else to do anything similar to that. But these people, just because they have that badge or that label on their desk, we allow them to do whatever the fuck they want. And they are a minority. There's also a really good little animation movie he made called The Tiny Dot. That's really interesting.
It's so frustrating that we know, let's say like this, they say there's 1%. And then you got a certain amount of woke people underneath that. And then you got a percentage of people that are half asleep. And then we got like 90% left. Maybe 92% left are still super asleep, and they don't want to have
the Matrix.
Yeah,
it just kills me though.
Yeah, so I mean, if we, the few 7% or 6, maybe 3% have seen it clearly how it is, we are also easy to pinpoint and pick out of the system because we are uncomfortable. Yeah. So that's the danger, you know, also. It is.
It kills me that, like, people, they know that the voting system is rigged. And when Trump came out and said it, I already knew that. It's always been that way. And they'll still touch that hot stove. Or they know that the doctors with the snakes on their sleeve will give you poison, but they still put trust in these people. Faith, they still want to touch the hot stove, knowing the outcome is you're going to get burned, but they'll still keep touching it, thinking of a different outcome. It blows my mind.
Mark Twain once said, if voting did any sort of caused any sort of change, it would be illegal, or something like to that matter. I'm not entirely sure the exact phrase, but it means that if voting matters, it would be illegal. So it's never good. It's never been up.
We need to just get rid of these people.
There's also a saying about president or politicians or whatever, world leaders, they aren't elected, they are selected.
True. That is. Have a good day.
Not elected, them selected.
Yeah, because I've been talking on Speaker's Corner now for this past summer or past years, let's say year, just to make it easier. So I've been telling people that you think we have democracies in the world. We don't, because all the world leaders have been schooled in the school of young global leaders at World Economic Forum under Klaus Schwab. And when it comes to elections, say in Germany, in Canada, or whatever, you have like 3 or 4 candidates. You can vote on these guys. But what they don't tell you that all 4 come from the same school, same class.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who wins. They get their way anyway.
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son.
What?
Angela Merkel is probably Adolf Hitler's daughter, or something like that.
Angela
And-
Merkel is most definitely Hitler's daughter, and Trudeau is Castro's son.
Emmanuel Macron, I'm not sure about him, but he's also one of the young global leaders. And same goes for what other country? So pretty much all the countries in the world. And Klaus Schwab is on video saying that our students or pupils from the World Economic Forum's young global leaders are in the majority of Justin Trudeau's cabinet, or something like that.
Yeah.
So they run the world. World
Yeah.
Economic Forum is not your everyday organization.
See?
And Klaus Schwab himself was schooled by Henry Kissinger. And as Klaus Schwab went from Germany to the US to study at Harvard.
We need to stop following these fake leaders, these evil people, man. If we just stop following them, which that's going to take generations for that to happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because most people think what I've just been telling you for the past 5 minutes are ludicrous and insanity. I should be locked up and the key should be thrown away.
I know.
And that this law that's coming now in 2 days, what I've said now is going to put me in jail.
Yeah.
If I said it
That's it.
on the streets. And I've been saying this on the street for a year now. And people
it's
just
good-
walk by like nothing. Don't listen. They don't understand. I've been telling about the jabs, how dangerous they are, what the adverse effects you can have from them,
People are going
including
to have to learn
SADS.
the hard way.
Including SADS. They even invented a fucking disease called SADS. Sudden Adult Death Syndrome. How hilarious is that? The first time I heard it or saw it, I thought it was a joke. But it's just to cover up unexplainable death.
Yeah.
In Alberta, Canada, the most common cause of death is unknown cause. How is that even possible?
Mm.
Even outnumbering cancer or other common diseases that elderly people have, unknown cause of death is the most common cause of death. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And nobody reacts, or very, very few. Not even when their own relatives are dropping dead like flies in front of their feet, they draw the conclusion it might have something to do with that jab they took 3 months ago. No?
Look at Johnson & Johnson tried to put one of them out, and they took my mother's life with the baby powder. She had ovarian cancer from it. And that's when I really started to look into the FDA and all that. They're full of shit, man. They don't they just put them products out anyway. They know what's in them.
Yeah, people listen to, but researchers or scientists said this and that. Yeah, researchers, scientists that Pfizer paid to say that. Or whatever company. I mean, the pharmaceutical industry is an industry. They're there to make money, not to treat people.
Exactly.
They're not interested in curing anyone.
No, there's no money in cures.
Exactly. So therefore, Rockefeller decided to start selling snake oil and take away all the herbal medicines and whatnot.
Yeah, they say witches because people use plants and stuff. They call them witches, and they're evil, and just to keep you away from the natural healing.
Here comes a great segue. Here comes a great segue about witches. When you think of witches, what did they do with them?
Hung them or burned them alive.
Burned them at the stake was the answer I was looking for. But now, if you look up how they treated witches, they hung them. Mandela effect. That's the segue.
That's why I said both. I remember the burning at the stake in school.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Witch burnings. And now all of a sudden they hung them.
In Massachusetts, they have this pilgrim place or whatever. We went as a child in school, and they have one of the stakes up where they so-called burned witches and this and that. They celebrate some crazy shit, man, in this country.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm starting to see that a lot of stuff they say is evil and bad is really not. They're just trying to deter people from the truth. So they say it's evil, it's the devil. Like they say your inner self. When my inner self would tell me to question religion, the priest would tell you, that's the devil, don't listen to that. Because as soon as you question their paradigm, it falls apart.
Have you heard the story about the Christmas tree that everyone puts in their home at Christmas?
I've heard many different versions of
What's it all about with the star at the top and the tinsel going around it and whatnot?
Yeah, the plant, the wandering stars and the fixed stars and Polaris.
It's a representation that we are stood still and everything revolves around us.
Yep.
That was pretty profound to find out. I don't think many people knows about that.
The tree of life is really the placenta.
Yeah.
And I think the tree of life was also Mount Meru. There's probably a big tree there still.
Or mountain.
That too.
But we aren't allowed to go there. Why not? It's not even on the maps anymore. It's not even on the maps anymore.
They're hiding freaking lands, for sure.
There's a Swedish famous pilot that's very outspoken. And he said in text at least that I have never flown over the North Pole because we aren't allowed. But there's no North Arctic Treaty. There's just a South.
I think that goes under Antarctica Treaty. It's going under the same.
Yeah, they gotta keep us trapped here to keep us enslaved. Because if there was no Antarctic Treaty, people would go and come as they please.
Yeah, but there's an Arctic Treaty, but there's no Antarctic Treaty. No, sorry, still, the other way around. The other way around.
But still, if you go to Svalbard, it's the last piece you can go to, and then the military comes and.
Peace, Pomo.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, Renegade. Sorry about that.
If you try to go to the North Pole, the Russian or the military from America will come. So in that case, people, the way that in that case they're working on the same. It's not a world war. So you can be stopped rather by the Russians or by the Americans at the same place. See what I mean? So they're dealing with one another in the same
Absolutely.
law system. That's strange.
I think that idea that countries are in war and the Cold War is just play to keep people in fear mongering.
Yeah, Freemason, the chess players. You're in the same club.
A lot of people that are against the idea of flat Earth, tell me all the time, why don't you charter a ship and just go and look for yourself? Yeah. And I tell them I can't because you're not allowed. And somebody must have been able to do it. Just raise some money and do it.
Somebody tried 3 times.
Yeah, I've seen people trying by boat and air to the south, but never the north.
Yeah, the military ships send out drones and shit.
Yeah. Admiral Byrd was the last person that had been to the north and the south. Then they closed it off.
Yeah.
And Admiral Byrd claims that he met with a population inside Earth.
I need to go there because I'm tired of this cold weather. It's freezing. It's freezing out here right now.
It's just 3 degrees, according to Google. So in Fahrenheit, that's probably like, what is it?
Yeah, there's The inner sun, the black sun that what's his name sung about. Who was that? Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
The black sun is under us, if that's
Yeah.
true.
The source. Or Polaris could be the source too, or connected to the source.
That's my theory. Polaris is the source of the light, you know, the source of the energy for all the stars and everything. I think that is our luminescence number one.
Who did that song, Teacher, Leave Those Kids Alone? Was that Pink Floyd?
Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall.
Yeah.
He was a Mason for sure, but he said a lot of truth in his music.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of people singing truth in music.
But they were also signed to the devil, you know.
Yeah.
They couldn't speak 100 about it. They have to code everything.
I don't
Sorry, I
I
have
don't,
a call. I have to take it. Might be a doctor or something.
Cool, man.
all right.
Cool, man. Nice to see you, Eddie. Catch you later, man.
Hallå.
Ja, hejsan, det här var Ann-Sofie Sjöström.
Mute your mic.
Yeah, we
Fuck.
can hear your call. We can hear your call.
Yeah, I thought I muted you and I hung up. Damn it. Hope she calls again.
Okay.
Fucking shit. Yeah, I'll mute my
So
Brum. Cool.
It was really bad because I'm expecting a call from some
Peace.
authority.
peace,
Yeah, but
peace
you
to
can follow
Palmo.
that. It's cool,
Peace
man.
to Palmo and Amama magazine.
Yeah.
Man. It just, hopefully in my lifetime, man, people would start to, we could fight back without going to war. We could just stop following their paradigms. They're outnumbered, but people don't get it, man. They're spoiled with the material.
It is. Yeah. That's the thing. We're spoiled with the luxury that we're living in today. So people are like, no, I would like to keep this. I don't want to do anything. Maybe
I'm
they
glad
can-
I grew up poor with nothing. I'm glad.
Same here, man. It's like I don't count monies. I'm counting time and real people. The other ones that are acting fishy, I don't have time with that. You know, I'd rather be with myself and Atlas.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. We have to be self-reliant. That's the thing. As much as we can, even if it's hard, you know. So we have to be self-reliant. It's not easy. It's not easy, but
Definitely not. Surviving on our own. Surviving in the woods ain't easy either.
no, it's really hard, man. Oi, it's 24/7 job. I mean, what do you choose? To be in a monetary system or be free out in the woods? It's just a matter of time when you start to feel comfortable in the woods also. The first day, the first week, it will be rough. But when you get into it, it's like a nice environment to hang around with. I mean, when I go out, I go deep in the woods, so I can't really meet any person out there. It's like me and my dog chilling, doing our thing. And then, of course, I got my apartment. I got my electricity. But still, if something happens, I have no fear because I think that nature is the place to live. Even though if now I have snow for like
Wow.
5 months, I'm going to have a very cold weather, but I know how to build my camps anyway. So
We gotta,
start a campfire. It's all good, you know.
You know how that guy renegade ran his car on water? They killed him and took his car. I forgot his name. If we could create a generator that runs on water,
Oh yeah.
that would be, because you could make electricity with water all day.
Oh yeah.
That would be the ultimate creation, but you know they're gonna come for whoever creates that.
Yeah.
That's just the way these mob, the government is just a mob.
Yeah.
That's all they are, a big gang.
Yeah.
And all the foot soldiers who follow are morons.
That's the score, man.
They don't think for themselves. They don't control their own life. They're always told what to do. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Every knowledge has been here for every time that we've been here, but now it's blocked. Now it's like censored. So they keep keeping it for themselves. The guys on the top, they know all about free energy. They know all about driving a car on water. They know that PCR test doesn't work. They know everything. But
I would love for that pyramid to come crashing down. Oh, I'll be waiting for him to hit the bottom. Oh, there you are. Been waiting for you.
What do you think about the Egyptian pyramid? Are they placed here in their time, or are they just claiming that this is the oldest story on the plane?
I kind of think they're not as old as they say. Nowhere near.
Yeah, I got some issues with the whole symbolic of it. You don't know when they built it. If they did it for 500 years ago, how many are really going to be known to that story? It could be planted there, you know?
I think a lot of the original, like the huge trees that used to exist, they had literally built into the trunks of the trees, but like houses and stuff, because the trees are like towers of energy.
Yeah.
Then they cut all them down or whatever happened. I don't know how you could cut something that big down, but
yeah. I know, man.
That's the true. Most of the true architecture has been bombed away by these wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is cars that run on cooking oil. I've seen that too. But if it ran on water, you could bring that anywhere. You could always find water.
Yeah.
Cooking oil would be kind of hard to keep that going, because you would have to like get it from McDonald's or the store. Yeah. Water, you could get that from the rain, anything.
The business is in the hidden. If you hide things and do lies, you're gonna get plenty of money. If you speak the truth and bring the real things up, you will not earn any cent of it, you know. But you will earn something else. That's the thing, and that's why they are so scared of the real things that we cooking on, you know. So today you make money on the lies.
Yes, they do, and they keep people enslaved mentally, physically, spiritually.
Yeah, on every level.
I think pyramids are covered up architecture, like piles of dirt pushed to the architecture, or they were generators.
Yeah, they could be. But they still only talk about the dead ones and the graves. But if you go down to the graveyard today and open up a grave, you go to jail.
Right.
But on those places, pyramids and other old stuff, them suddenly allowed to go into the tombs. That should be criminal. That should be criminal.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The Tomb Raiders, more or less, like the video game.
Yeah.
That video game desensitizes.
Certain people are allowed. Hi again.
Hey. Yeah, but what do you
think
about
certain people?
Yeah, but what do you think about the pyramids, Eddie? I mean, them allowed to go into that tomb and take everything out from that place, put it in museum. But if you go down to a graveyard today and open up a grave, you will go in for jailhouse. So what's the difference? What's the difference?
The difference is it's just certain people that are allowed to go there. You and I can't go digging up any pyramid graves or whatever. But certain people are allowed to do it, and others are called grave robbers.
Oh, yes, yeah, that's the thing.
And I think what they were, for one thing, they weren't tombs. That's the number one.
Yeah,
they're probably some kind of power station thingy. Somehow, they're somehow connected to the whole network of power.
Keep talking, guys. I'll be right back.
If you look at the Stonehenge, now we have pictures that they say that they were doing a rebuild on it and fixing it up and blah blah blah. maybe in that day they were put the Stonehenge on the place, and that is just 80 years
I think
ago.
Stonehenge is just man-made.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I've seen people like with cranes and stuff in video or footage of people with cranes and posing and measuring and doing all kinds of stuff. They don't look like any restoration or something. Looks like they're building it.
Exactly. So I mean, how long do we have to go back in the history, and then we're lost 200 years, and before 200 years we don't know a shit.
Yeah. I think the pyramids was part of the energy grid we used to have with all the star forts and whatnot, all the cathedrals with or cathodes as they probably were, and all the cymatic windows that we have fitted with glass now, because they didn't have glass before, because that technology wasn't available yet.
Yeah.
At least as far as we know. But I don't think those structures were used for religious worship. I think there was something else.
Yeah, same vibe here, you know. Yeah.
I think there were like healing stations or something like that. I think there used to be a way more advanced civilization than anything we have anywhere today. Because all these polygon block walls that we see all over the place, there's not a man alive today that can build that.
No.
Nowhere.
No.
We don't have the technology to do it. We don't know how they did it. I don't know who did it, if it was Anunnaki or it was some other species from outer space, sideways, not up and out, but out to the sides, like over the ice edge or whatever. If it's an infinite plane, maybe, who knows? We aren't allowed to explore, so we can't tell. But we can tell we can't go out into space the way we've been taught.
Yeah.
Because of the firmament or the electromagnetic field they called Van Allen belt.
Yeah. So as Adrian
People are just eating this shit up. Oh, we can't go because we lost the technology. Fuck that shit.
We've been talking the last couple of days about the crater Earth as a crater.
Yeah.
And the crater we're living in. And it's mostly like things pointing at it, because people ask me, the Globus is like, yeah, but how can we live over pancake in space? Where is the edge? Yeah, but
everybody asks, where's the edge?
Yeah,
go take a picture of the edge.
My questions to the Globus is, where is the edge of the universe then?
Oh, there's no edge. It's ever expanding.
Yeah, but why doesn't it say that this pancake is expanding?
Yet they can tell us a percentage of how much is unexplored. Like 97% is unexplored. How do you know that?
Yeah.
I used to be a Glober and NASA believer, and space was the coolest thing ever. And now it's just lame.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah.
I don't think we can go to other galaxies at all, period.
Do you think that the NASA business is to point at another direction? But actually, they actually, when them doing their research, them down in the deep ocean and down with the Earth, but if they point the flashlight out to space, because space is only mental, if they point it out of space,
instill hope.
Will not look into the Earth. That's my
headline. I think they do it to instill hope that if you fuck up this world, we can go to another one.
Oh yeah, but I mean Mars, you can't land on the moon, you can't get out of this realm.
People believe they flew a helicopter on Mars recently.
Okay. Happy people that have knowledge about Mars.
You know that. They sent a drone to Mars and flew a fucking helicopter, and people are standing up applauding it.
Yeah, because they love the science fiction of it.
But I can't keep a fucking phone call going along the motorway from here to the capital. It might break up along the way.
Seen.
Satellites my ass.
Eller hur?
And now people are telling me, oh, there's the Starlink coming. It's going to be free internet for everyone. No, it
Yeah,
won't.
but the thing is, this is a question to the Globers. If Starlink is going to track the globe, then it says to me that 50% of the time it will be on the other side of the globe. They need to have 2 Starlinks to cover the globe. But still today, they have 1 Starlink. And me is more logical that 1 Starlink is traveling above us over the level plane. Then it will reach everybody. But I mean, it can't reach me if it's on the other side of the globe. They have never explained that. Have you heard about that theory before? Let's look at
Take
it.
that again.
If they
What
have
sort
a
of
Starlink on the other side of the globe, I will not have any connection. It will not reach me.
Yeah, but the Starlink is supposed to be a mesh around the globe, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. So they can actually put their signals
Everywhere.
Okay, everywhere around the globe.
Like a mesh around the whole sphere.
For
That's
me,
how I envision the Starlink
for me,
system.
That sounds pretty fishy, actually. It works on a flat plane.
Yeah, but you know the videos they've been showing of SpaceX rockets returning to the Earth and landing on a fucking buoy or jetty in the ocean. And you see that fucking tiny flame at the bottom. You're gonna tell me that tiny flame is gonna stop a huge metal ass rocket that weighs many, many tons from crashing into that jetty? No, that's a video in reverse.
No.
But people are just lapping this up like truth. Elon Musk is a fraud.
Yeah.
But people don't see that.
Maybe he's an AI robot.
Who knows? He's not the good guy he's painted out to be anyway.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the spider web, as Native Michigan telling us. If they're spraying aluminium and other materials up in the sky, of course they can build
it's a web.
It's a web, yeah.
The Starlink is almost like a web. It reminds me of a dream catcher. They're probably going to trap souls here, maybe. I don't know what the whole point of that thing is, but
yeah, but I don't believe in satellites at all. Satelloons hanging from huge ass balloons in helium.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah,
so
for NASA me, it's like a drone. It's a drone up in the sky, and if you can have a drone up riding up here, you know,
might be solar powered drones.
Yeah, solar powered drones. Thank you, Eddie. Yeah.
Then they can stay up longer because the helium balloons drop down, and they have done. Yeah. But not even that is proof for people.
They're the #1 buyer of helium, NASA. And that's another thing when I tell people about this Mars thing. I say people can't even get a signal in the mountains, but they're controlling a rover on Mars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, come on, people, wake up.
Yeah.
They flew a helicopter on Mars. I just told the Renegade when you were gone.
Yeah. No, I was listening.
And people are thinking this is true.
Mm-hmm.
And adult people are standing in NASA's whatever control rooms applauding and hugging each other like crazy. Yeah, we did it. We fooled the fucking humanity again.
These people are sick. These people at the top.
But I think the people working there actually believe this. I don't think they understand that it's fake.
Yeah, I think that too. I think they're kept in the dark about the truth.
I think there's a lot of people that work for these different agencies that actually think they're going to space. I mean, not the one that's on the Vomit Comet, because you can't do that and not know that.
It's like it's like a religious cult. NASA is nothing else but Jehovah's Witness. They work in the same office. The boss is telling them, sit behind this computer, do this and do that. And then it's like, yeah, we're going to the moon. I mean, you can trick the people in the office how easiness you want, you know. Give them plenty of money, give them a seat and sit behind the computer. Use these young guys, and we're telling them that, yeah, we're going to go to the moon again. See? It's like how it works. It's easy to fool people, you know?
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to enjoy playing a space game with my daughter called Heavenly Bodies. This month's free game on PlayStation Plus is really hilarious because you're floating around in space weightless and had to do all kinds of shit fixing satellites and all sorts of things.
Some Globus game. Go on and do
yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because you have to control the limbs of the body and everything is weightless. So slightest touch in the wrong way and you float off into space. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can look it up. Heavenly Bodies. So we play it multiplayer.
That's
one character each and help each other with different hard tasks in space.
Can I play that on an ordinary tablet?
No, it's PlayStation.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I shouldn't say that because I don't know if it's on other platforms. I know it's this month's free game on PlayStation, but might be able to play it on other platforms.
I only have PlayStation 2, you know, I'm an old school guy. So
no, it's not on PlayStation 2, I can tell you that. And this is an indie game, so it's not one of these major producers that made it.
Yeah, nice.
I love indie games because they are quirky, they're short, and they're thinking outside of the box. There's not this run and gun everything that moves.
Let's do a flat Earth game then. You can start to do that on your program, Eddie. So start a new game and release it in a couple of while. The flat Earth game. Make it like San Andreas, and we can walk around on the plane, hang around with one another, be live chatting, playing some music, driving some cars. You can try the skiing in Sweden. I can drive a car in Connecticut and put in the map. A flat Earth map. That would be awesome.
Right.
You will be the first one on the market doing a flat Earth game, man. That would be awesome, man. Some inspiration to you, Eddie. Yeah, I'm also gonna drop out. I have to go out with my dog in a while, eat some food, and
if no one else wants to come up, I might drop out too. And I appreciate everybody coming through. If anyone wants to come up and say something, you're welcome to hit the link.
Yeah, man. Peace. Salutes to you, Charles. Thank you for letting me on the panel today.
Just one thing before I leave. You mentioned, I think you mentioned cancer earlier. I didn't get to say something then, but you said something about your mother had ovarian cancer from baby powder or something. Ovarian cancer. Yeah. So both my parents died from cancer. This is really personal, but I don't care because I don't have any blinders or whatever. So when that happened, I was under the impression that cancer was an uncurable condition that people had.
It's reversible.
You get it and you die. But now I've learned that you can cure pretty much any cancer if you do it soon enough, and you don't do it with chemo. You do it with food and nutrition and get off sugar.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing. Sugar.
That's what my mom did. She did the chemo, and it looked like it sped it up.
And you know, they have these cancer fundraisers that people are watching every year. I'm pretty sure they have them all over the world, not just in Sweden. And say in Sweden, a country of 10 million people, they raise about 7 million Swedish crowns on a night with some artists playing some songs and some comedy and blah, 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 something. And there's like a serious undertone that they're collecting money for cancer research. But then I started thinking, hey, if cancer is a curable disease, wouldn't it be that every country in the world just put in as much money as possible to solve this once and for all? So I started digging into this. What kind of money do the countries use for cancer research? So I looked at the US, how much money they put into cancer research every year, and how much money they put into the military industry. And the numbers tells their story. I don't recall the exact numbers now, but let's say they put in like $6 million or something like that for cancer research. Guess the number they put into the military industry every year. So they're more interested, a lot more interested in killing people at a distance than curing people at home.
That's the thing.
They put in like $664 million or something like that into the military industry. So it's like, is that 60 times more or whatever? I'm not good at math, but I can see that 6 and 666 is not the same.
They always have money to donate or build up their agendas, but they never have money for the homeless, the hungry.
Yeah, but my point is that they're not interested in curing anything, as I said before.
No,
there is cure for cancer.
There's trillions of dollars in keeping us sick.
Yeah. So I completely lost all faith in anything authoritarian, especially when it comes to healthcare and pharmaceuticals and stuff.
Yeah, I want to find a holistic doctor that can provide me with natural ways to heal my body.
So
like the native tribes used to do, and all over the world, the old ways.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hop off now. So nice talking to you guys. Until next time. Ta-da, and thanks to all the nice words in chat.
Peace, man.
Thank you for coming through and speaking.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Cool.
Yeah.
Man. Super cool. Glad to have you here today, man. Peace, man. Peace. Yeah, I'm also gonna jump off. Peace to Eddie. It's one of my homies in Sweden. A really, really good person, I tell. He's been doing some really good things on the pandemic. He was actually traveling 700 Swedish miles, more than that, doing speakers corner, telling people do not take the jab. He's a rebel. He's been doing some things that few people done in Sweden, and he made it for free. He did not made it for the money. He just would like to enlighten people that please don't take this medical experiment. And he was one of the first guy early up on the stage did it. So, and we're working on things together now on Platt Jord Sverige. Eddie's my man. So, salute, Charles. Nice to hang around with you today. I'm gonna go out with Atlas in a few. I have to. He's starting to piss in his pants soon, so I have to do him a bit, and then I'll be back. So stay tuned, and we can have a thing on Zoom later on if you have time. So just give me a bell and say go on. And peace to the chat. Love you much, Jared Jaguar, Native Michigan, Oibwe, Ojibwe. RGB, OGB.
I think the J is more or less. I don't know. He sent me a link. I'm gonna look it up how to pronounce it.
Yeah, maybe you can hit the link also one day and come up on the tune and have a speak.
Yeah, he said he has to get a microphone or something.
Yeah,
he has a lot of wisdom.
I can see that in the chat. So we would lovely to have a chat with him, and I can speak about the native people in Sweden, the Sami people. And I live in a small village in Sweden where the Sami people is actually majority of the people around here. So it's pretty cool. So all bless, peace from Tärnaby, Sweden. Charles, see you later on. Have a great day.
All right.
Yeah,
peace, Renegade.
Peace, Charles. Chuck. Should I say Chuck or Charles?
Either one, it don't matter.
Okay, I can use both of them. That's pretty nice. So peace. Take good care. Much love, man. Peace.
And shout out to everybody, man. Jared Jaguar, Amama Magazine, Native Michigan. I'm going to figure out how to pronounce that correctly. Ohibwe. Renegade, Eddie, everybody, Adrian. I appreciate y'all coming through. I'll probably go live later on today. If anything, I'm about to go upload a video. But thanks for coming through and participating and dropping that wisdom in the chat, man. Appreciate it. Peace out.